How's everyone doing? I recently got another red box of mystery package. Like I said before, I don't fully know the whole issue with these packages, but I'm very thankful, and I definitely live by the motto of don't look a gift horse in the mouth, because like I said, I don't know the whole reason why I get them, but I'm very happy for it. Generally, most of these ones are like 3 weeks to a month after the release date. They're all from 20th Century Fox, and they all come in these red boxes. I don't know when they're coming. I don't know what's in them. So it's always a fun surprise. And they just kind of initially started randomly out of the blue. I didn't get any notification about them or anything like that. It was very shocking because I've never gotten any red boxes before. 20th Century Fox is the only one that does it. But there I am right there. I don't know if you can see. To YouTube, Absolute Sublime 1. That's me. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's in here. And if you've seen any of these movies or possibly TV shows, let me know what you think of them, and let me know what is your favorites from this red box of mystery. I'm going to try not to, let's just peek out here one at a time, not try to look in there, kind of a surprise. So here we go. First up is Patty Cakes, which is actually in my top 5 movies of 2017. I still plan to do my top 10 movies of 2017 list, but I've got about 30 movies that I want to see, mostly non-mainstream ones, mostly like independent documentaries, foreign films, stuff like that. I've seen the majority of the mainstream US films that I've wanted to see, and so far I feel like I've been underwhelmed big time. So it's going to be, for me, it's been difficult to make the list thus far. But like I said, I have about 30 of those other films that I want to see. So I figured if I watch 2 a day on average, sometimes I might watch 0, sometimes 1, sometimes 3. But if I, just average out by, 2, I should, in less than 2 weeks, I should have my top 10 list ready to go. And I want to film that video. I definitely want to get it up before the Oscars and stuff like that. But Patty Cakes would be definitely in my top 5 of the year so far. For me, again, I'm horror-centric, so my #1 movie of the year so far is The Void, which is kind of like a great throwback to 80s, kind of like a Hellraiser vibe, John Carpenter's The Thing vibe, very creepy, atmospheric. I love the effects. For me, a modern horror classic. I also liked The Big Short. Hero was another one that I think was kind of underrated that would be on my list. I don't know, there's a few other ones that, I don't know, like everybody would mention Cell Block, Brawl in Cell Block 99. I like the movie, I just don't know if I could put it in the top 10. Wind River, I love the setting, I love the movie, the Native Americans, the snowy setting, all that stuff, up until the 3rd act. And then they just, all that mystery and build-up and suspense, they just throw it all away. Just open your mouth, let me spoon feed you this flashback and explain everything. I wanted some more mystery and intrigue. I would have been happier if it was a little bit longer to give it that effect, but they just kind of throw it all away and explain everything for you, and just, I wanted a little bit more from it. So because of that, I don't foresee it being on my top 10 list. There's other movies that people seem to have loved that I just, Wonder Woman and other big mainstream movies that I just wasn't that big of a fan of, that I couldn't see putting on a top 10 list. Even though I think there are certain movies that are good, like Brawl and Cell Block 99 would probably be my top 20 of the year so far, but I couldn't put on a top 10. Wind River too. Even though I like them, there's just too many flaws for me. They don't really, I wanted more from them. Anyways, Patty Cakes though, very inspirational movie about this white girl in New Jersey who wants to be a rapper, and everybody's kind of putting her down. She has an alcoholic mother. There's her best friend right there, and then they meet this guy, kind of gives them some beats. I really enjoyed the heck out of it. I didn't think I was going to. When I saw the trailer, I was like, another one of these kinds of, feel-good, inspirational movies, and usually I like depressing movies, and this does have a good amount of depressing stuff in it, but I would definitely recommend the heck out of Patty Cakes. And the lead actress was phenomenal. I believe she's an Australian actress, and actually her rapping was way better than all the mainstream female rappers I've seen out there. Cardi B, get out of here. I mean, she's kind of like got that Eminem kind of sound going for her, but really enjoyed the heck out of this one. Top 5 for me of the year. Next up is the 4K Ultra HD release for Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I have not seen this one yet. I haven't seen the first one. I know everybody raves about it, but I'm super picky when it comes to like action. These ones seem geared towards I don't know, like a younger demographic generally. The first one especially with the kid, and I don't know, I think it's the same kid, but he looks a little bit older there, obviously, probably because he is. But yeah, just the trailers didn't really appeal to me. But I'm gonna have to watch this one. And now, should I watch the first one first, or can I just jump into this one? I'll probably end up watching the other one eventually. But yeah, I have heard rave reviews for the first one and this one too. So maybe it's time to finally, you know, put aside my my judgments and preconceived notions and give it a fair chance. It looks like see, I'm not a huge fan of the Daniel Craig Bond movies because they're just so over the top, just so ridiculous to me. It's just too much. I prefer the older Bond movies where it's, you know, a little bit more of the dashing, the acting, the you know, the wit, instead of just over the top flashy action sequences and explosions and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm picky, but I do admit the trailer for this one looked better than the first one to me, so I will give it a fair chance coming up. And next up is Fargo Year 3, and it's funny because I recently bought a lot of movies from a seller who I've bought from before, and this was one of the ones in there. So I will. I have two of these now. This is with Ewan McGregor in there, and I believe he won a Golden Globe for his role in here. I love the TV show. I mean, I love the movie rather. I haven't seen any of the TV show, but I've heard great things. So it's a 4-disc collection. Set right there. Interior artwork. And I did like Trainspotting 2. I wish they would have changed just named it Trainspotting 2 instead of T2 Trainspotting 2. It makes me think of Terminator 2. There's only one T2, that's Terminator 2. But I did like Ian McGregor, the whole cast, they aged very well. Obviously he doesn't look like that normally. But looking forward to checking out Fargo. And next up, The Strain. I've seen like maybe 3 episodes of this season. Love this show. I can't believe this is the final season, the final 10 episodes. I feel like this show was way underrated. It didn't get enough credit that it deserved. It deserved way more seasons than this. I feel like a lot of people complain about the effects. I thought the effects were just as good as The Walking Dead or any mainstream horror series. I feel like the effects did get a little bit better from the first season, but I didn't really see anything to criticize about it from the first one. But I love the heck out of this one. I love Kevin Durant. He was really good in here. Corey Stoll as well. But Kevin Durant, I think, is a really underrated actor. I loved him in the movie Captive with Ryan Reynolds. Very dark movie and dark performance. I love when he plays those ones. He was another one, I think, like Dark Knight or something like that. That was a really good horror movie too. But really good actor. And basically about vampires, The Strain, the Strigoi. I would definitely recommend this show. Love the heck out of it, and I'm bummed that the show is over. The Master. I have the season 1 bust over there. I wish they would do like a big box set for that too, with like a bigger bust of The Master or something like that. Next up is Family Guy, season 15. Holy moly, I can't believe they're on the 15th season. I mean, I still like South Park. I think South Park's still relevant. Family Guy and Simpsons, I still think they're good, but I feel like they're just not, they're losing that momentum. I think it's, you know, maybe it's that time. I feel like nobody really talks about them, even though I still think they're both good. And South Park too. I think South Park's got more of a buzz of those 3. I always like Futurama the best out of all those kind of like animated ones, but Family Guy was really good and still entertaining. But once they killed off Brian, but then brought him back, that was kind of the thing where it like kind of jumped the shark a bit. And I still have a bunch to catch up on the newer episodes. One of the things I didn't like about the newer ones of Family Guy was they did way too many musicals. But I still enjoy it. Let me know who your favorite character from Family Guy is. And next up is 24 Legacy Season 1, which I actually just got this from that same seller. I don't think I've posted a video with this one in it, or I'm not sure if I posted the Fargo one either, the one with that lot. But yeah, I know the lead guy, he was in Straight Outta Compton. I think he played Dr. Dre, but this is a 4-disc set as well. I think Fox does a great job with their TV seasons as far as the swing tray, the shafter selection, the discs and stuff like that. I do wish they would do more Blu-ray seasons, because a lot of times they'll do like season 1 of something, Blu-ray DVD. I think Fargo had that, and then the rest of the seasons are just DVD only. I freaking hate that. Just do Blu-ray too. I mean, I don't know. I think there's more Blu-ray collectors are driving the market, for that. So I haven't seen this series. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Let me know if you've seen it and what you think of it, and what you think of the lead actor in that role as the lead performance there. And again, for the top 10 movies of 2017, let me know movies you think I should check out, or what movies are on your list for the best movies of 2017. Again, I've seen most of the mainstream ones, and I just haven't been that impressed. Let me know if you have any like underrated recommendations or indie, documentary, or foreign films you'd recommend me to check out. Again, I have a list of like 30 movies that I want to check out. So once I check those out, within probably about 2 weeks, I'll do a top 10 of 2017 list. Again, most of the people that I've seen do their list, I don't align with them. There's maybe like 1 or 2 that I enjoyed from their list, and the rest I just couldn't foresee putting on my list. So I have a little bit different opinion from the majority of the people I've seen do their list already. So, you know, again, already, like, The Void's going to be on there. The Big Sick, probably a Hero, and Patty Cakes for sure. There's a few other ones that are just, like, kind of there. Like, I know I have a solid 5, and then the rest of my ones, I'm like, just because the rest of the movies this year have been kind of underwhelming to me. Again, like, there's been a lot of ones that people have raved about that I just couldn't put on my personal top 10 list, even though I like the movies. But there you go. Patty Cakes for sure. Highly recommend it. I didn't hear anybody really talk about it. But yeah, it's one of those, you know, kind of, we've seen this storyline kind of before. And even if you're not a fan of rap, I think you can really appreciate the storyline, what she goes through, dealing with everything around her. You know, everybody making fun of her because she's, you know, a bigger girl, her alcoholic mother. I think the father abandoned her. She's kind of an outcast. And then, you know, she wants to do a rap. She wants to be a rapper, female rapper. And the one rapper she always looks up to, like, kind of, says you're, you know, kind of biting off of black culture or culture vulture, and because she's white, you know, he basically just like throws her out of the house. So she's just like struggling to make it and make her dreams come true, and she gets a bit of a break, and you know, it's inspirational, and I think it's relatable regardless of if you're a fan of that kind of music or not. It can, you know, work for anything. But I really enjoyed the heck out of this one. I didn't hear enough people talk about it, so one of the more underrated movies of the year for me personally, and on my top 5. So there you go. Those are the pickups from the red box of mystery right there. If you've seen any of them, let me know what you think of them and what was your favorite pickup from this slot right here. And again, let me know of movies from 2017 you think I should check out that are underrated and not so much of the mainstream ones. And there's also movies like Personal Shopper, which, if Criterion Collection has it listed as 2016, I consider it 2016. But a lot of people put this on their top 10 of 2017 list. I really did enjoy this movie. I didn't expect to, but it came out limited release 2016, so I'm counting as a 2016 film. Criterion Collection counts as 2016, so I'm going to go with them. And then there's films like Black Coat's Daughter, which is a really good horror movie. But that had a release in like Mexico and like one other country in 2016. And then everything else was 2017. Like, it didn't get a U.S. release till 2017. So I always count, like, if it has a wide release in another country first, even though it hasn't been to U.S. yet, I still count it for that year. So I'd still count Black Coat's Daughter, I guess, for 2016. Let me know what you think about that, too. But there you go. It's kind of rambling a lot there. That's usually why I do a lot of editing, but I didn't do editing this one. But again, let me know what you think, all the movies, all the stuff I talked about. Leave me a comment or a video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Oh, and I just want to say, you know, even because, you know, what I said before, my opinions don't align the same way with other critics, reviewers, whatever. It doesn't mean that everybody, you know, somebody's right, somebody's wrong. It's just, it's all subjective. Movies, reviews, all that stuff. You know, have fun with it. Enjoy what you enjoy. you know, just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that, you know, I think holier than thou or anything like that. Just, I align a little bit differently. You know, over the years, my tastes have cultivated and changed from what I liked back then to what I like now. I look at film differently now, but I can still appreciate a movie even if I don't necessarily love everything about it. I can pick out certain things. Like, even though it's a movie I don't necessarily like, I can say there's certain things that other people will enjoy about it. Anyways, I digress. Enough rambling. This video is going on way too long. Take care. Thanks for all the support. You guys rock.